A few months ago, I did a side-by-side comparison between my Govee Hexa Glide wall panel kit and my Nanoleaf shapes. And to cut a long story short, Nanoleaf got their ass handed to them. If you've ever heard of a hand fasting ceremony, this was an ass handing ceremony. Is that funny? I don't care. Govee won this battle hands down on the merits of their RGB IC technology, which enables more than one color in each panel, and because they are brighter than the actual sun. But Govee have now sent me their Govee Glide Hexa Pro kit. It's game over. Nanoleaf are done. Thanks to Govee for sponsoring today's video and for sending me their Govee Glide Hexa Pro 10-panel wall kit. These panels work with Amazon Alexa, Google Home, If This Then That, and most importantly for me and all the angry Home Assistant dorks that think I suck, it also works with Home Assistant! Home Assistant! Home Assistant! These lights are just as bright as the standard Hexa Glide wall lights were, but with the added bonus that each panel is actually 3 RGB IC panels with a split that gives them this quite astounding 3D effect that will make you mumble such phrases as
"That's quite shocking,"
and
"Wowzers,"
and
"Flipping love that."
Just like the previous panels, they have little feet that stand them a few millimeters from the surface so that they also shine a black light onto your wall, and this for me is what makes them Nanoleaf destroyers. That and the incredible thing that they do, I'm not going to tell you about until later on in the video. Did that work? Was that baited you in to stick around for the rest of the video? Have you been baited by the master? Have you been master? No! He does this joke every week and it's disgusting! It's not even funny! Hello, yes, internet, please! I'd like to cancel Paul Hibbert immediately! I wasn't even going to do it. Listen, I will not debate this with you. Especially not en masse. I will not have a mass debate. Oi. How many of these videos have you watched now and you've not subscribed? I don't do this for the good of my health, you know. 80 hours it took me to make this video. 80 hours. What do? Sit there just watching, lapping it up. Imagine if I was really like that. I'd appreciate it if you press the subscribe button, though. Cheers. Do it! So I went to unbox this incredibly sexy-looking package to discover the postman had delivered it by dropkick.
How was I supposed to make this look sexy, like...
Inside my very badly damaged box was a very important instruction manual, 10 cleverly packaged panels,
I like the way that's packaged,
a bunch of connecting cables, a spirit level that I will definitely be using to ensure my final wall design is not on the piss.
Very handy. I will not use that.
And an American power supply, which filled me with the same levels of joy that I am filled with every single time I am sent a device that contains an American power supply. Also in the box is a control unit that makes all the magic happen, and this brings us nicely on to the physical installation. The connection of the hexagon panels is exactly the same as the previous Govee Hexa Light that I reviewed. You stick them to the wall using their clever adhesive backings by following a handy guide in their app that tells you which slots on the hexagon to connect to which slots in order to make your desired shape. But unlike a lot of the options out there, you can actually remove them from your wall using their really clever tag system. In case you didn't spot it at the beginning of the video, the Hexa panel kits are now compatible with Govee's sync system. So if you have their gaming lights for syncing to your TV, then the Hexa lights will now also react to the picture too. And this is mind-blowingly good. Make it explode. I always do, idiot. No, I'm not going to make my head explode just for a visual gag, just to appease the likes of you. All Govee products have an unusual and awesome level of Alexa integration that allows you to choose almost any of the modes that the device is capable of as part of an Alexa routine. I can, for example, create a routine in the Alexa app that when I say a particular phrase, will change the Hexa light's scene to a specific mode. Hey Alexa, take me on a trip. Dude! I used to look like this. The music mode on this thing reminds me of a giant version of ZIGBEE from Quantum Leap, which of course leaves me with no choice but to do this to demonstrate the music mode. You get the joke? That funny? Very popular when I was young. And the final feature which is worth noting is that these lights will remember their previous setting when the power is disconnected and reconnected. This is imperative for me personally. I use Wi-Fi plug sockets all around this room to switch everything off when I leave the room. I need the thing to be able to come back on, remember its previous state, and load very quickly. It does all of those things. I've carried out lux meter tests before to show you just how much brighter the Govee LEDs are than Nanoleaf, and these are no different. If anything, they seem even brighter. And in conjunction with what I was just talking about, the Nanoleaf's boot time is a whole minute and 1 second. It is entirely unusable for me personally for that exact reason. If you want a full breakdown of why Nanoleaf are literally the worst, the word is figuratively, not literally, you idiot! Gotta grasp the English language, you moron! Hey. Just gonna look up the word literally here. Literally the worst, then you can check out my previous video on the Govee Hexa glide panels to see exactly what it is I'm talking about. All that said, nothing's perfect, so what's wrong with the Govee panels? First things first then, there is no Apple HomeKit support as of yet.
It's rubbish! It's not made by Apple or one of our partners that we've charged an exorbitant fee to. Isn't that right, Lord Vader? Stop buying it, Lord Vader!
There is a way around this by connecting your Govee stuff to Home Assistant. Home Assistant has an Apple HomeKit integration, which means that you can plug the two things together, but there is no official support. The second thing then is more a statement of fact than something that is actually wrong with it. They cost around the same amount as Nanoleaf do. They are better functionality-wise, and therefore to me are still a good deal, but I know a lot of you, just like me, are very, very cheap. They're about £2.50, are they? The lights are £2.50. If they're any more than £2.50, I'm unsubscribing. The lights are not £2.50. The lights are on Where are you going? The lights are going to be about £250, I am informed, and again, this is around the same price as Nanoleaf, but you're getting more functionality for your money. I've asked Govee if there's any chance I can have a discount for you guys, and if they say yes, it will be in the description where you can pick up these products from. The one final point of note then, because people will undoubtedly ask in the comments about this one, is they can't be extended. You can buy 2 sets of the same lights and pair them together in the app so that they will act as one, but they will have 2 separate power supplies. You can't buy extension kits. With all that said, these lights are the best of the best of the best. I test an awful lot of stuff, and the majority of it ends up in my loft, no matter how good it is, because I simply don't have space in my house. Both the Hexa lights that I've been sent for review have ended up on my walls. And the newfound Alexa functionality opens up a lot of possibilities for me too. Home Assistant can now turn these on and off directly, but I can also now trigger an Alexa routine to switch between modes too. If you want to buy these lights, or in fact the previous Hexa lights that I reviewed, there are links for both in the description below. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video, and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people running down your screen are my patrons from Patreon, and I bang on about them every single week because without them, I would still be working in a call center. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I would genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams and my TikToks too. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time. Make it explode. Ew. Spitting food. Ew. Put it back in my mouth.
No! No! No!
I'll not have a mass debate. It's only so funny because I've actually had people complain.